So she'll take me out all the time, and she'll be like, listen, let's go Boy Scouting. Which means she likes to meet men at bars, which is just extremely awkward for me. And so we'll go out there, and she'll point to the bar, and she'll be like, which ones? And then I'll look over, and it's just like a long line of like plaid button-ups and khaki cargo shorts. You can't tell where like one douchebag starts and the other one ends. It's like a long caterpillar o' douche. And then she'll get mad sometimes because she's just party, and she'll, and if a guy comes up to me instead of her, she'll be a little bit offended. And I remember one particular instance, there was a guy who came up to me, he was asking me where the bathroom was, but I wasn't going to tell her that. And she's like, I don't understand, why did he talk to you and not to me? I don't understand. I'm like, I don't know, maybe it was one of those personality-based conversations. I'm no expert in this field. I am fortunate though, I have a 2-date minimum. So, I'll go out with a guy once, he'll always call me back, and I have a theory on this. It's because he'll be like, was that fun or was that weird? And then after the second date, he'll be like, nope, that was weird. I was out on one of these dates recently, and he was walking me back to my car after we had had a couple of drinks, and I was like skipping alongside him because I'm whimsical. And so as I was like skipping along, it's like skip, skip. So I farted, and to cover it up, I just started running around in a circle really quickly. And with that, all that did was create a vortex, and I was hoping he wouldn't smell it, but I knew he smelled it because it was kept hitting me in the face. And so then I was like, okay, well that's over, and we're gonna hear from him again. But then he called me the next day. I'm like, dude, get some standards, bro. I don't need this crap. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't want to see me again. I had a dream the other night, and I had a dream that I hooked up with Alec Baldwin, which was amazing. And it wasn't even, and it was great because he narrated the entire time. And it wasn't even sexual, it was just like relaxing and soothing, and the whole thing culminated in like one of those overhead framed Wes Anderson shots where it's just like me and Alec and a yo-yo. So that was nice. I've also been wondering a lot about what I'm going to leave behind, like what's going to happen after I die. And it's like, I hope that I do something really cool so somebody like Ken Burns would want to make a documentary about my life. So I actually have some excerpts of letters that he could use. I'll share them with you now. She had an irritating verbosity and a painful shyness. After a fortnight, I knew I had to take leave. That one's from my father. Though a Wisconsin resident, she had a propensity for only soft cheeses. Goat, brie, dick. That one's from Joel from the Whole Foods cheese counter. And then, like a thief in the night, she stole both my heart and my yo-yo, that cunt. And that was from Alec Baldwin. All right, guys, thank you so much.
Keep it going for the sun, everybody. This next comedian has a bad motivator. Gary Zajakowski. Yeah! This is going to be a disaster. That's all right. I only spent half my next rent. Check on that sword and that shield right there. How's it going, y'all? I feel like I'm probably the dumbest one on this whole panel here. Like I just got this Zelda stuff today. I've spent a ridiculous amount of money, and I think it has everything to do do with the fact that I've been drinking. I used to be a much bigger nerd than I am now. Like, I'm kind of very surface level nerd. I used to be, like, play Magic and D&D and, like, old video games, and I'm a Star Wars nerd. But listen, like, I feel like I still belong here. Because, like, the first time I ever got caught looking up smut, as my father called, on the internet, it was Jerry Ryan. 7 of 9. That's not even a good Star Trek. And when I was able to finally, as an adult, tell her on Twitter, I did. And she responded positively. It's like, yes, as I was a 12-year-old boy, I touched myself looking at pictures of you. How do you feel about it? Apparently she felt pretty good. You know, I am impressed with a lot of you cosplayers here. You have great costumes. There's a lot of beautiful girls here. You know, I saw some dudes standing about 5 feet away from this girl who pretty much had her tits out. And him and his friend were trying to sneak a picture of her. As if it's not creepy enough to just go, hey, I want a picture with you. Because I don't know what you're from, but I definitely want to get in there. What character are you? You're the girl from the thing I don't recognize that I would like to have sex with. I feel like there's a lot of that going on here. Just walk up to her. She's wearing a costume with her tits out. She probably likes that attention. It's way creepier if you find out the kid's like 5 feet away and it's like, oh, she noticed. And you start turning the camera towards a wall. She knows what you're looking at. Goku, I've seen you walk to your car. It's really weird. It's really weird seeing Goku walking around in a parking lot. Like, shouldn't you be spending like 3 days making a fireball to shoot at a guy? So that for a full episode, he can sit there making like... And then another episode getting up, only to spend 4 more episodes making another fireball to fire back at him. Oh, that's dumb. That's dumb. I really wish I saw some like Human Centipede cosplayers though. You guys are not committed at all. Commit. Next year? Was that you, Greenie? Oh, sorry. She stood out, you know. So I really like Twitter. I use Twitter a lot. When I first got on Twitter, I just started following people I liked. And the way Twitter works is, it's like, oh, you like that person, and it recommends people of a similar level. And then once you followed all those people, it just brings you down level after level after level. And when it comes to porn stars, when you get to the weird, sad ones that only have 25 followers, they're posting the same kind of pictures as the ones that have millions. And here's the thing. If I were to show everyone in this room my butthole, that'd be weird for me. But if I was trying to make it a career, probably not enough. That's way sadder. Like, she only has 25 followers, but she has great vacation photos. She's like, oh, here's Mount Rushmore, and my asshole next to it. I am more of a video gamer. I don't like Call of Duty. I imagine there's some players here. Yeah, I'm more of a Battlefield guy. I feel like Call of Duty is more the jock type of game. It's like the NBA Jam of killing games. He's on fire, and now he's calling in an airstrike. Like in Battlefield, I just love Battlefield because you have all the vehicles, and it's more of a team effort. You're not just all your own Rambo out there stabbing guys in the neck. But sometimes I play and it's just very upsetting because I like to fly the helicopter, personally. And once in a while, there's a dick that's just controlling the shit out of it, and you can't get to it. And then once in a while, he dies, and you have a moment. But if you play hardcore mode like I do, once in a while he spawns again, and while you're running to it, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get the helicopter, and he's like, and you just die. It's very upsetting. Your own teammate prevented you from getting the helicopter. But you never forget their name. You never forget their name. And once in a while, they're guarding a flag or something, and you're like, take this, Pat Tillman! And you get them right back. All right, sorry, Pat Tillman. He was killed by friendly fire in an unjust... All right, anyways. Let's just move on. Let's move on. Oh, come on. Come on. I am a bit of a jock as well. I've always been a jock and I've always been a nerd. Like when I was a kid, I was friends with all the jocks, but I taught them to play Magic. I taught them to play Magic. And then I sold all my cards in high school. That was a mistake. I want to play again. But I've always had this like weird jock nerd fight inside of me. It's just burning. And every once in a while, like after work, I like to burn off some steam. And like I still have that nerd rage. When I go to the driving range, I'm just dressed like a piece of shit. I haven't washed for 4 days. And I just go in there and I'm fucking driving further than some guy with a fucking $700 NASA club, with a rented club. Just like, yeah, just go home to your family you hate. And go to the arcade. Better than you. So I brought this ocarina, and this is going to be very trying here, because I'm not the most practiced. But I just wanted to show you guys, this is how a kid from the forest makes it rain on those Gerudo hoes. Can't do it. Just the song Storms. You can do it.
You can do it.
Make me believe in myself.
One more time.
Yes, one more
I can't do it. Let's just imagine I did it. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Thanks.
Keep it going for Gary, everybody. He was practicing that fucking thing the entire car ride over. Anyway, everyone, for the last comic we have this evening is a local Madison boy from Iowa, because yes. Anyway, please, warm welcome for Aaron Hay.
Give it up for Patrick, everybody, for doing this for us. The amount of stuff I've had to put up with just to get to this point. I really like it here. I've never been to a ComicCon before, and I'm really happy I got to go to one. Do you realize that this isn't like a thing anywhere else? Like, if everyone was dressed this way everywhere else, not on Halloween, even on Halloween, we'd probably go to jail for something. When you come here, like, I proposed to 3 different Amy Ponds today. And I'm already married. But not in England. I love it so much. My favorite costume